Mario Day. Today is March 10th and it's Mario Day. So, in commemoration of Mario, I picked up a Super Mario. It's actually Yoshi. The only kits that actually have a Mario in them are like, $70 because they want you to buy the big kits to get the main characters. I picked this up from my local Lego shop down in downtown Port Orchard, Brick Alley. Absolutely amazing place. I love shopping there. Great staff, great atmosphere. Super knowledgeable about everything Lego. And yeah, I just love going in there and chatting with the staff and about Legos. And of course, supporting local business. So here we are with our Mario kit. And I'm also really excited because I was able to finally find something suitable to continue with my Star Wars saga, Star Wars Episode 3, the duel between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I got this, and I think I'm going to I might have to wait a little bit until I get moved to, continue on with my Legos, because I've already got a lot put together, and I gotta move these things. So just to catch everybody up here, I wasn't really planning on going live tonight, but let's see, what have we done in the past? We have done. If I would have thought of this, I would have had all these a little bit more ready. Anakin Skywalker's Pod Racer, super fun build. This was awesome. I really enjoyed this one. First in my Star Wars saga. And actually, the very first one I built was Dominic Toretto's Dodge Charger. Kind of a fun build. I got to talking a little too much and lost track of what I was doing. It didn't quite put it together right the first time, but I built the rest of it off camera. And then for Star Wars Episode 2, I did Obi-Wan Kenobi's starship from Star Wars Episode 2, when it's most commonly seen when he's chasing, being chased by Jango Fett and Boba Fett as a kid. And this was a really fun build. I had a lot of fun with this. Unfortunately, this is kind of when I realized I was having issues with my streaming platform. And when I built it, that stream didn't go anywhere. It was a blank screen the entire time. So the fun part about this build is that there were, get it back on camera here for you, is that there were some Easter eggs in this build that had to be just absolutely planned. Step 66 on this was actually a warning to not shoot yourself in the face with the little Lego bits that shoot out of these little cannons here. So I thought I erupted into laughter, startled the dog, and talked a lot about that particular scene in it actually turns out to be Episode 3, but it was kind of foreshadowing for Episode 2. So that was that build, and then I did, this one's kind of one of the smaller builds, kind of fun, just a little scene with Kayosha and of course Darth Maul. I think I misspoke when I was building it. This is actually from the Clone Wars series, is when this fight, I think, first premiered. And I think I said in that particular stream that it was in the Baby Yoda show. I refuse to call it The Mandalorian because it is the Baby Yoda show. So this was kind of a fun build. I've never really done the scenes before. It's something different. I'm more apt to do I enjoy doing the vehicles a little bit more. Feels like there's a little bit more to them. So today, actually, let's back that up. Yesterday, I should say, Brick Alley, in their total awesomeness, a posted that they had a particular Lego set, which is very collectible and highly coveted, and I really wanted it. I wanted it so bad. It was the diorama of, not diorama, but the scene of Senator Palpatine's arrest. And it comes with some awesome minifigs. It comes with Palpatine. It comes with Mace Windu. It comes with the Anakin Skywalker and a couple of others, a few others. Super cool kit. Like I said, highly collectible. And so I tried to get up there. They open at noon. I had a meeting for work this afternoon. So I jetted up there as soon as I was done with that meeting. And surprise, somebody was like, people were waiting outside the door for that particular kit. But like I said, I was able to find this one, and I'm happy with it. It comes with the Obi-Wan Kenobi, another Obi-Wan Kenobi. I got one with the starship as well, and a Anakin Skywalker, an adult Anakin Skywalker. That looks like kind of a fun little kit to build. So, like I said, today's Mario Day, so I'm just going to do this quick little build. And also, this is a very special day as well. And I am actually going to dedicate this this build to a very special little girl. Her name is Josephine. She's my little niece, and she was born on March 10th. And I would like to wish her a happy birthday if she gets a chance to see this. Man, got all sorts of rogue pieces coming out here. Wish her a very happy birthday. She will be celebrating her birthday a little bit later, but today is Mario Day. It is her birthday. She is a Mario kid. From Auntie, you will always get Mario stuff for your birthday, just saying. So it's a quick little build. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we are building a Yoshi. This is a whopping handful of steps, like 8 steps. All right, so we got little feetsies here. That's kind of cute. Oh man, Mario. What do we got to say about Mario? A lot to say about Mario. Well, first, let me explain my tabletop here. I do have a light pink tablecloth out. It helps me see the light pieces, the different color pieces, and it also helps the white pieces show up a little bit better on camera. So I do that to help both me and you, and maybe Josephine, if she's out there watching, she can see this. So yeah, so I'm building the little feetsies for my Yoshi here, and step 3, 4. Wow, this is going by pretty quick. So wow, Lego partners with some amazing brands. I always talk about Star Wars because, of course, I've been building the Star Wars kits recently. But Mario is another brand that has done really well with staying relevant and staying and really keeping with the trends, with the time, with what's going on. With the kids these days. So, I think from the very beginnings of Mario all the way through to today, everybody's got a Mario story. Of course, I grew up with the NES Mario. And then my next one after that was, of course, Mario 64. And oh, actually, no, I take that back. So I did play Super Mario World. I played on my friend's Super Nintendo, and we would play Super Mario World. Super Mario, actually, Super Mario 2, being as strange as it was, there's an interesting story behind why that video game was so strange. Is because it was actually changed up and redeveloped from a different game, and they just changed the characters to match the Mario brand. Don't ask me right now what the name of the original game was because I can't remember. It's like Doki Doki something. So yeah, it's an interesting fact about Mario 2. That's why it's a little bit different in the franchise than the rest of them. And I actually really liked it. It catches a lot of heat, but I kind of like that one. I'm kind of a fan of the strange and obscure when it comes to some of these video games. Um, but Mario 2 was out there. Same thing with Game Boy Mario. The Mario that they played on Game Boy. I don't think it had an actual franchise name, but I think it was just um, Mario on the original Game Boy. So that was definitely a strange one as well. And of course, it was popular because it was on Game Boy, and Game Boy was awesome at the time. Actually, still is awesome. We'll say that it still is awesome. So those two really stood out in the franchise as being really different. And then along came Super Nintendo and Super Mario World, where skip Mario 3. So Mario 3 was absolutely fantastic. It was a great game, just well done by the developers. It actually kind of sort of had a plot line. You had different versions of Mario. That's kind of where of course, the Raccoon Mario made a debut. And then later on, we had Super Mario Super Mario World, where we had the 3D movement. We had the actual level selection, and the cool part about that is something that was a lot different than anything else in the franchise was that if you kind of got stuck on a level, you could bypass it and go do something else. And I think that really did a lot to keep players engaged because back in the day, we didn't have save points. We didn't do that. Once you turn that Nintendo off, it was over. It was done. So you know and then okay, so let's talk about Mario Kart too. I should say Mario Kart as well. The Mario Kart saga kind of started in there's our Yoshi. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I like him. Our Yoshi, that's very well probably going to get sacrificed down the pit. That got dark pretty quick, didn't it? So Mario Kart. My son absolutely loves Mario Kart. We play Mario Kart a lot. And, here's another reason why I really love the Nintendo brand. Is because they actually do really well with adapted gear as far as things that can be used with for special needs folks. They do really well with that. So Nintendo brand, hats off to you for keeping others in mind. Most of that stuff is third party, but it's definitely the Nintendo. The way that Nintendo is designed, that makes it easy to adapt these third-party products that make it inclusive for others to play, for everybody to play. That's what makes it fun, is, when everybody can play. How do you go on there? Oh, I see. Go, like, oh, there we go. This one's kind of awkward there. Just make sure that I have a habit of kind of working my way off camera here, and I just got to take a peek up and make sure that I'm still putting my pieces together on camera so that you can see what I'm up to. No shady business, right? Keep it on the up and up. So Mario Kart, absolutely fantastic, fantastic game, and wow. So hey, look at that. We are done with Yoshi. We're done. That's it. It's a tiny little build. It's only a whopping 46 pieces. I just did it because it's Mario Day. So the Mario Kart franchise as well, just absolutely phenomenal. My son loves playing Mario Kart. We play together. He's got his adapted controller. I got that for him for Christmas, so he could play better on the Nintendo Switch. Totally fun game. You know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I think I'm gonna continue on with my Star Wars saga, and I'm gonna build this. But let's finish talking about Mario real quick. So once again, it's another one of those brands that definitely worked hard to maintain contact and stay relevant with throughout the generations. They do a marvelous job at doing that. Hats off to Nintendo brand and Mario for doing that. All right, so shifting gears, I say it every single time. Once again, you know what? I did it again. I thought it saved my settings from the last time. My camera is reversed. I sincerely apologize. You've been looking at all my stuff backwards. Well, maybe I'll just unbuild and rebuild. Well, I mean, technically, if I unbuild it, I'd be doing it backwards. So, anyways, just kidding. And that's another thing I need to put onto my little checklist, is to make sure I unmirror the screen, because I thought it would save my settings from the last time I did that. Apparently not. So Star Wars, yet again, just another franchise that stays relevant for so many generations. Gen X started with, the original Star Wars series really appealed to Gen X. Millennials, of course, we had the prequel series, and of course the more current generation has, I think we're calling them Gen Z, has the sequel series. So let's take a look at what we got here. We've got Star Wars, the Duel on Mustafar is the actual name of it. 208 pieces. Star Wars Episode 3. So I talked about Star Wars Episodes 1 and 2 when I did those two builds. But Episode 3 was very different. That's kind of when the plot really finished up, thickened. Everything kind of came together with the prequel, and we see the creation of Darth Vader. And oh, by the way, if you've never seen Star Wars, spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts. We do that here because we love Star Wars. I see. All right, so just taking a quick peek at the instructions here. And this is one thing that Lego really does well with, has done well with, since the 90s, is kind of splitting their builds up a little bit in some way, shape, or form. So, and it shows you in the instructions right here, what you're building with each bag. So that's really cool. I really enjoy that. So it kind of breaks it up a little bit, um, keeps me a little bit more focused. It keeps you from losing pieces um, by just doing a whole dump of stuff all at once. So let's take a look at bag one. All right, so bag one, there we go. Put that over my pile. Man, look at these pieces. Like I say this every time I build these new kits. Like, taking a look at, let's see if I can find a bigger one here. Oh, they're all pretty small. See if we can see, taking a look at these little translucent pieces. Those always amaze me. And that trend really started in the 90s. And I've mentioned this a few times in my previous builds. It really started with the Ice Planet series, and the Ice Planet series really got. Speaking of which, Ice Planet, my favorite Lego faction of all time, by the way. Thank you very much. So Ice Planet really kicked off these, these translucent pieces, especially with translucent orange. They really did. They really started that, and it, like I said, it kind of caught some heat from the Lego community. I was just a kid at the time, so I didn't really care. I thought they were super cool. And Dan, I found my legs. All right, so hey, look at that. We got an Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are my brother, Anakin. All right, moving on. Let's keep Obi-Wan where you all can see him. So, and here's another thing, right? So, facial hair and like the actual expressions on the characters, that actually started with the pirate series, which I do have a few pirate kits. I unfortunately don't have any of the instructions. I could probably look those up online. No guarantee that I actually have all the pieces, but the facial hair, the beards, the scars, the patches, really actually literally started with those pirate kits because they wanted to. Before they just had the two little dots for the eyes and a little smiley face, and that was it. So that really brought another dimension into the Lego arena with the facial hair, the different expressions, different facial expressions, and things like that. And it allowed these kind of franchised pieces to really come to life, and that's what I really love about Lego is that they really do a good job of bringing these kits to life. Oh, here's a big one. Look at that. Look at that translucent, that big translucent piece. All right, so I just get so caught up with these neat pieces. So all right, I need to get like a page book holder thingy to hold these pages open while I had a way that I did this before where my instructions were still kind of on the camera. But anywho, all right. So, and of course, like, what are you doing? No, you're supposed to have the high ground, dude. You're supposed to have the high ground. You're supposed to stay standing on the high ground. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. All right. So, what was I talking about? Star Wars Episode 2. 3. We are on 3 now. We are on 3. So, once again, the dialogue just suffered in this one. Okay, so it did better. It did better. It did better than the other two. And I can understand why there was so much dialogue because it had a lot of plot building going on. Totally understand it, totally get it, but I was reading online in preparation. It was actually in preparation for my Star Wars episode 2, and I don't really prepare to do any of these streams. I just feel like building, and I start streaming, and I put click the camera on, and I start talking and bricking, and that is Bricking and Talking with Therese. So that's how I got my name, or my podcast name, Bricking and Talking. So what is this telling me to do here? All right, so we built this little platform, and we need, and you're also here to help me listen to me talk to myself and sit here and figure out what these instructions are always trying to tell me what to do. So in my earliest builds, in my Dominic Toretto build, I figured out that if you hold it the way that the directions show you, it helps you a lot. Surprise! It's almost like Lego planned that or something. I don't know. Like they know that they're working with a bunch of, marketing for a bunch of, kids or ADHD adults or, anybody really. So Star Wars, like I said, the series caught a lot of heat. The prequel series caught a lot of heat, of course, because of the dialogue. The dialogue just suffered so bad, and I like I said, I can't really cover for that. Of course, I'm not on George Lucas's writing team, but I did read some cut dialogue that was supposedly cut. I don't know how credible the source was, and it was a conversation between Amidala and Obi-Wan. I think it was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was supposedly a dialogue between Amidala and Obi-Wan, and it was poetic. It was amazing, and he was explaining to Padme how he could see that that Anakin was just head over heels in love with her, and how he pretended to just I'm not doing it any justice the way that it was written in the blog at the very least, but and if that is in fact true, like, it's unfortunate because that was something that was really taken away, and if it there we go. Sometimes I gotta take a pause to make sure that I'm doing the right things here. You know what? I think if I gotta figure out how I did that the last time. I had something here to keep my pages open, and I can't remember what it was. You know what? How about would we do like one of these types of things? Okay, whatevs. Got it. All right. So I've just a little bit of administrative action there. All right. So of course the dialogue suffered, but they were trying to do so much plot building at the same time and give so much backstory onto how these characters became who they were, and then of course that had to build into everything that happened in the original series, and then I think I just found my my trigger word there. And then, so it really just, but one thing that really came together for the prequel series, all three of them, was the action, and of course, like, for the time period that each movie was released, you know, in the 70s, and then the early 2000s. Episode 1 was in 99, and then episode 3 was in 2005. Was that episode 2? I think episode 2 was in 05, and then episode 3 was 07, if I can remember right. I have to look that up. So, and so, I mean, for what each of them are worth, like, they are absolutely fantastic for the time periods that they were made in. And you know, episodes 4, 5, and 6, the original series, were absolutely groundbreaking in storytelling and in graphics. Once again, I'm talking and I'm putting pieces. I'm trying to put pieces upside down. That doesn't work right. Okay, wow, that was a quick little step there. Some of these steps go a little bit faster than others. You know, surprise. Oh, I think that's what I did the last time. I think I just took my extra bag, kind of put it over the corner. There we go. So I don't gotta keep reaching across my camera. I'm really working to kind of smooth this whole process out. Always working to try and make something better about it. But like I said, a lot of these streams are not planned. Of course, they're not scripted. Don't write myself a script or anything. I just jump on here and I build and I talk about the things I like to talk about. Most of the time it's Star Wars and Legos. Sometimes it's other things. But yeah. What else we got here? I need another angle piece. Okay, there we go. And honestly, since I've been using Restream, of course, when I, you know, go live on Facebook and Facebook only, a little notification pops up that I'm going live. And I don't think that shows up when I do that. Oh, well, I do have, it shows that I'm live. Well, that's a good start. That's a great start. Look at me. All right, and because my thing says I have 0 followers, 0 viewers, that's okay. Because I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it. And if you enjoy watching, that's great. If you don't enjoy watching, then do something you do enjoy. That is a life lesson right there. Okay. And of course I make little noises as I'm thinking or looking for pieces or just, you know, whatever the case may be. I just love building these Legos. And you know, I've also learned a lot from Bob Ross in his how-to videos. You know, and like I said, like, so the reason why I explain, you know, I explain what's on my table. Like I said, I have a light pink tablecloth down, and that's to help you see the pieces a little better. It helps me find them a little bit faster. But one thing that Bob Ross started doing was he actually started explaining what is on his canvas before he starts building. And that started about mid-season 1 on Bob Ross's show, The Joy of Painting. And if you do enjoy Bob Ross, please come check out Alarm Red Media Brick Ross. Think Bob Ross except with Legos. He has a lot of fun. He builds. He does a lot of great work. Come check out Brick Ross on alarmredmedia.com or our YouTube page, Alarm Red Media. And we would love to have you come visit us, take a look at our content, see what we do and how we do it. Because we just love working with Legos. We love sharing these builds with you. That's what it's all about, sharing, right? Oh, I need one of these. One of those. So here's another thing. So these little flame pieces, these actually started with the medieval kits in the 90s. The shape started with the dragons, and they were just opaque red. They were just red, and it was actually the fire that the dragons were breathing. And then later on, probably the late 90s, I think they started making them in this kind of translucent color. And of course, other kits have used several different kinds of the translucent pieces to kind of accentuate whatever's going on in their kits. So how these pieces kind of came to be is really interesting. I think it's this one. Yeah. So you go here. You know, it'd be so much fun to be a Lego engineer. I think that's actually a certification, if I'm not mistaken. It'd be so much fun. Oh, I missed a step. You go through that way. Okay. Sometimes when you skip a step, you can still recover if you see it later on. Sometimes you got to take the kit apart. So a rule of Brickin' and Talking with Therese, if you are so inclined, you can turn this into a drinking game anytime Therese has to. So I think stickers are one drink, and if I got to do a sticker, and if I have to take apart and reassemble, then that's 2 drinks. If I remember my own rules, or you can make up your own rules. I don't care. This is for your enjoyment. I do this for, well, mostly for me because I enjoy building. I enjoy Legos, I enjoy Star Wars, and I enjoy talking about Legos and Star Wars. So that's what's so much fun about doing what I do, is that I get to build these Legos. I get to share what I know about these kits, and I learn a lot more too, because I do look things up sometimes when I get stuck, or when I want to learn more, or just wanting to learn about Legos or Star Wars. Or I hope that someday I could become an influencer and make my way into the Lego vault, make myself feel important enough to get an invite to go into the Lego vault. That would be that. Actually, I would call that a bucket list item. Lego vault. If you ever see this, hey, shoot me a message. Lego. I would love to see the vault for myself with my own eyes sometime before that last day, whenever that could be. Would be absolutely fantastic. So Lego, if you're out there, Lego group. So speaking of group, I've been having a really great time working for my new company. And oh, I see. That's this one. And look at this piece. It's actually a track, right? So something, I don't know what, is going to go along this little track here. I don't know when really these pieces came to be. I know we've had in the past, there's been, of course, like the Lego train sets, and the Lego monorail was a big one. Um, really kind of came I should say, developed a lot of these just really unique pieces to make the kits what they need to be. All right. So I was saying, having a great time working with my new company. I absolutely love doing what I do. I'm doing marketing, and working with the company's name is Comey Group, by the way. That's what kind of tagged my memory, because I talked about Lego Group, and that sparked my memory of my own company, Comey Group. We're a project management project management consulting company, and I'm really loving what I do. Really love my team. Everybody that I've worked with is just absolutely phenomenal. Day in, day out, we're doing fantastic things for companies that, want to organize and, do better at business. And we help them do that. We've got some amazing clients. I can't specifically say which clients we have, but we have some really cool clients I've come to learn. And like I said, I've been going to school. I've gone to school, did a bachelor's in public relations and a master's in marketing, and like this is what it's all built up to. It's what it's all led up to, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's taken a lot of prep work and planning, and to see all that and feel it all come together for what I wanted and what I intended it to be is just absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving my job. And it's good to like your job too. I mean, the only way that my job could get better is if I worked for Lego. I mean, that's literally the only thing that could make my job any better. Oh, what are you telling me to do here? Once again, I'm trying to see what these instructions are trying to tell me what to do. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so that's really the only way that my job could get any better is if I literally worked for Lego. And sometimes hobbies are hobbies, and sometimes hobbies can make money. And my love for um, things like design and things like writing. Unfortunately, anymore writing doesn't pay a whole lot of money, but I love writing. And I really saw the opportunity to be able to write a lot with a marketing degree, especially. I really enjoy doing ad copy and writing about whatever. There we go. Man, some of these steps kind of get a little tricky sometimes. So I really do love writing, and I think marketing was really the way that this is the way, by the way. Marketing is really the way that I was able to combine that passion and make money, because it is still got to make money. And although creative writers, they're still out there, it just doesn't really pay. And if there are any creative writers out there, props, kudos to you. And I really love that you are out there doing what you enjoy doing. And I hope that you are out there driving towards what you enjoy. And I hope you find success in your writings. Freelancers too. Freelancers are tough. What are you telling me to do here? Okay, that's great. That's great. See what I did there? All right. Enough puns, Therese. Enough puns. All right. We are not doing punny jokes today. So, yeah, like I said, is really an opportunity to combine my love for writing with something that I really do. I really do enjoy a good majority of the marketing field. And throughout this, I'm doing an internship right now through a program called DoD SkillBridge, and I really enjoy doing it. And I really appreciate the opportunity that I got from my command to be able to partake in the SkillBridge program. For the military folks out there, if you are able to partake in it, absolutely, I could not advocate for it enough, in that it will really help. It really can help, get your foot in the door, get you in front of, you know, hiring managers and things like that. And of course, like if you're like me and you're making a hard jump from whatever you're doing in the military into another field, it's rough. It's really hard, and like I said, I made a lot of preparations, and even still, did you snap in there? Something, oh, I see. Okay. I'm still learning a lot, and you never know everything. You never know everything, but you can take what you know and combine it with what you're learning and just do amazing things out there. Oh, I've not been calling out my steps. I'm on step 52 already. These little scene, I noticed that these little scene builds, they go by pretty quick. A lot quicker than the vehicles that I'm used to. So I mean, for that, I really do enjoy that. I really do enjoy just about everything about building Legos. I love Legos. Ever since I was a kid, I've just loved Legos. Oh, I already put that there. Okay, cool. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, well, that's it. All right. Oh, she did. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. That's super cool. Look at that. All right. So then, this is really awkward the way that they're having me do this here. I gotta shift it the way that, oh, I see. Okay. Oh. Sorry, screen timed out. All right. Still live? Yep, we're still live. All right. Moving on. So yeah, just absolutely loving my job. Love the company that I work for. Work with some amazing folks. And Okay, I see. Yeah, sometimes you really gotta, once again, let's, turn it the way that is showing in the pictures. This is not quite right. And guess what? Get 2 drinks. Congratulations. All right. So then we got that, and then we got one out from there, and then we got this one here. And guess what? That puts us in the bag 2. All right, so far we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are my brother Anakin, and a part of the scene here, Mustafa is what they call it. Bag 2, here we go. All right, so in this bag we have the adult Anakin Skywalker. Pop his, oops, doing a little head spin there. I don't know if you saw that on the camera. There we go. And the other thing about, and I love, okay, so here's the other thing. Here's another reason why I love Lego. So just every kit that I've gotten so far, every Lego Star Wars kit I've gotten so far, they throw an extra lightsaber hilt in there, or maybe 2. Nope, just the one this time. I think there was one, they threw 2 extras in there, which is really awesome. Especially for, what I'll hopefully be doing later, which is I'm trying to learn how to resin cast. I'm gonna have to wait until I have a proper workspace to do that. But I want to resin cast some Lego scenes into a gaming table, and I think it'll be a really fun project. So here we have Anakin Skywalker, adult. Here we go. You turned her against me. All right. So, yep, there they are. And then he does like the little like backwards. Oops. I don't think his little Lego hand is supposed to do that, but he does like the little backwards like thing. That was pretty cool. Like I said, like the lightsaber fights in the prequel series, absolutely phenomenal. And I really enjoyed Rogue One as well. Rogue One was a great movie. And it really kind of explained the gap in between episode 3 and episode 4, and explained some a little bit of one-off dialogue, which one of them was by Princess Leia in episode 4, when she said, a lot of people died, or a lot of people made sacrifices for, she was speaking of the Death Star plans. So, it really kind of closed that gap, and it was really good. So, okay. That puppy. All right. So, and sometimes I talk to my dog too, because she's people. She is people. All right. So we'll, this slides right in here, like so. There we go. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And once again, as you can see, I'm actually holding this the way that it is showing in the pictures. Learn lessons the hard way sometimes, but lessons are learned. Sometimes these pieces, they get underneath other pieces and it makes them difficult to find. Put that in that track. See, look at that. Got this little track system here. That's absolutely phenomenal, Lego. yeah, you just always, always, always just come up with the neatest things. So we are going to build this same thing twice. And one of these. Okay. And I am gonna mess with these every time I put something onto them, by the way, because that's what I have to do. It's like clicking the tongs before you use them. You just have to. It's one of those things. So once again, let's make sure that we hold this in the same way that the directions are showing, so that we're not building it backwards. So I don't have to take things apart. I am doing my part to curb alcohol by building this right the first time, so you don't get to drink. If you are doing that. All right. What are you telling me to do here? Square there, these little guys. And then, okay. All right, what do we got here? We're going to use these little circle pieces. These are really neat. I like these. These are so much fun to build other things with. I actually used to use these to make gun turrets, to make build like tanks and things like that. And these great grates on each side. We are coming right along here. And once again, I am not calling out my steps. Step 67 now. We're going to lock that all in with this piece right here. And we got this little control lever on the, once again, let's hold it the way that it's showing in the picture. This thing right here. And we pop that right onto this side. Like so. Look at that. And we'll do this one. I think, oh no, this one's different. This one's different-er. And sometimes I have a hard time telling the difference between the gray, the dark gray, and the black pieces on the instructions. Kind of got me in trouble in the Dom Toretto build. Part of what got me in trouble. The other part was just me talking too much and not paying attention to what I was doing. And I think at that time, I kind of underestimated how much Lego had evolved throughout the years and in complexity, because, I'm used to the 90s kits that, don't get me wrong, there were some pretty challenging kits out there, but let's be real, it was also marketed mostly for kids. And now, you have like the Ultimate Collector series that's not necessarily as much of a toy as it is a model, and like it sells in the name, it is collectible. So yeah, like I said, Lego just does a phenomenal job. at diversifying their audience, segmenting their audience. You are gonna go like a so. This little robot-y thing, I think it's a robot or something. Oops. And the other one on the other side. And we got, man, and that's another, look at this piece. Isn't that awesome? This piece is amazing. Like, Lego just comes out with the coolest stuff. And put the little clampy arms on. I think that's what you're telling me to do? Oh, you go kind of up. These little pieces are kind of hard to see in the instructions. And then kind of looks like a turtle, really. Looks like a little robot turtle. Kind of cute. All right, moving on. And then we're gonna go with this little grate right here. And that right there. Oh, let's pop you right on there, like so. Look how fun that is. All right, moving on. All right, so I need this right here. And we'll go ahead and put, oh, what else? So, let's see, we're talking about Star Wars Episode 3. What else happened in that one? All right, so of course we had, Order 66, right? Which is indicative of the sixth letter in the alphabet, which is letter F. FF stands for friendly fire, which was Palpatine's cue to the clones. I should say, maybe, I don't know if cue is the right word, but trigger. Oh, Lego. One. All right, so let me show you what I'm looking at here. All right, so I'm on step 86, looking at the wrong camera. And, the view from upside down is really difficult to see, and really, really hard to be able to tell where I need to put these pieces. So I'm going to do a little bit of guesswork here and see what, oh, hey, look at that. Step 88 kind of shows you a little bit better, because at least if you're looking at it from the top, you can count the little knobs. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. And we'll skip 1, like so. Or do I skip 4? No, just 1 and 4. All right. I think that's how we're supposed to do. Oops. So, friendly fire, right? So one other scene that kind of really stands out in my mind is, of course, we had General Grievous, right? Oh, the absolutely memeable moment of Obi-Wan Kenobi dropping down in front of General Grievous in the middle of his whole invasion force or combat force or whatever, and he just looks around. It's like, well, hello there. Well, hello there. And of course, General Grievous, General Kenobi. That was an absolutely phenomenal scene. Like I said, super memeable. You see it if you're into memes at all. You see it fairly often. I really enjoyed that scene. I watch that one fairly often. What else happened in episode 3? Oh, that's why. Using the wrong piece. Once again, that could have been 2 drinks for you. Congratulations. I had to take something apart. First time, actually, I'm on step 91, and that's the first time I had to take something apart. I'm kind of getting good at this. Should say getting better at it. Let's see here. General Grievous, General Kenobi. We had the fight between Senator Palpatine and Yoda, which was pretty good. And honestly, I think the fight between Yoda and Dooku was better. I think that one was better. Just, my personal opinion, which, may or may not matter to you. But, yeah, that one was good. Yoda and I actually liked Count Dooku. And I really wish they would have given him more playtime, more scenes, more villainous actions. And, honestly, so I'm going to combine the prequel and the sequel series. I'm going to kind of skip the original series for a second and delve a little bit into the theory that Jar Jar Binks was actually a Sith Lord. And I really wish they would have built that plot line rather than bringing Senator Palpatine back to life. That would have been the plot twist of the ages if they would have went through with that. I think that's what the fan base really deserved. So we kind of stick. Yeah. Like so? Gotta be. Look at you. What we got here? Take 3 of these. Put those in there. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Okay. Well, there's that. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Oh, it's supposed to be like lava shooting out. I don't know if the camera's catching that. Let's turn it. There we go. So what the instruction's telling me to do is put three these little dot pieces in this little trough here that I built. And then what you do is you press, oh, and it's like lava shooting out when, lava's shooting out on Mustafar there while they're fighting. Let's take a look, see there, what we got. Oh, hold on. And here we have it. You are my brother, Anakin. You were the chosen one. You turned her against me. Ah. And, not long after that is, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Don't underestimate my power. Ah. 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 Well, that got dark. I mean, it's the plot line, so it's not that dark. So, yeah, Mustafar battle, it was all right. Like I said, we kind of ran into some cheesy dialogue. You were my brother, Anakin. Like, okay, well, you were the chosen one. He really believed that Anakin was the chosen one, which of course was, propaganda from Qui-Gon. But if you think about it, the prophecy did say that Anakin would bring balance to the Force. And at the time, the Jedis were the predominant force in the galaxy, and the Sith were pretty much underground at the time, sleuthing and sneaking around doing their Sithy things. So technically, the prophecy said that the chosen one would bring balance to the Force, and Anakin did bring balance to the Force by becoming the, of course, primary, not anti. I mean, technically, he was kind of an anti-hero in the third one. Bad guy. I can't remember the, book word for bad guy. I'm getting tired. I really am. But, I really enjoy building Legos and seeing what kind of neat things Lego has to offer sometimes. This is actually a really fun one. I really enjoy this. It's really interactive. Oh, wait. Ah! I hate you! I hate you! Oh, I'm having so much fun with this one. This is fun. All right. Well, so look at this. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. Of course, at the back of the instructions, they still pitch, pitch kits at the back of the instructions, just like they did in the 90s. And yeah, wow. I mean, Lego Speeder, kind of not really. I might do it. Speaking of which, let's take a look at what we got next. So I'll probably wait until, I've got my next, I've moved and gotten into my next place. But Star Wars Episode 4 coming up, right? So for Star Wars Episode 4, I will be doing the X-Wing, Luke Skywalker X-Wing fighter. Super fun. Looks like fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then for Episode 5, so far I've got the TIE Bomber. I'm going to see if I can find something for the Battle of Hoth, because that was kind of the iconic thing for Episode 5. It's what really turned me on to the Star Wars franchise. So I'm going to see if I can find, there's some Battle of Hoth kits out there. Some of them better than others. Or I might see if I can find myself an AT-AT walker. Who knows? Who knows what Therese is going to do? Because she's rogue. She's so random and unpredictable. All right, folks. Well, it's been real. It's been fun. And it's been real fun, actually. I really enjoyed putting this kit together. I really enjoyed talking about, Mario. Happy Mario Day once again to everybody out there. I really enjoyed talking about Legos and Star Wars and Mario. And once again, happy birthday to little Josephine, if she gets to see this. Just remember, keep calm and brick on. Catch you later.